everyone. Welcome to tonight's Celebrity Big Brother 3 chats. And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm going to hold my bear for comfort because this episode...
Was this real life?
This episode really... Another rager.
Whew. All right, so it's episode 9, and I must say, oh, hi. Last time Carson won the HOH, and he nominated Misha and Todd. It was an effing lie.
Last time Carson won HOH and lost his mind.
Are they drinking bleach in there? Are they putting bleach in their water?
I don't know, but it's not good. It's not good. I don't like being upset with Carson like this. I don't like being disappointed with him, by him.
He even knows that he's doing wrong, and he's like, I can't believe
I feel like
I'm
he's
saying
trying to
this.
Justify it,
but the plan is to save Misha and backdoor Shayna. Even he can't believe it. His brain is rejecting it, but
because it's ridiculous.
He refuses to sway. I mean, he's just on this trajectory.
Cynthia and Carson
to get rid of Shayna.
They're so convinced by Misha and Todrick that Shayna is terrible. She's playing both sides. She's been trying to get rid of Carson this whole time.
She's the devil. She's got a tail, 3 boobs, you name it. They're convinced.
It's a whole mess.
So the only way that we can get out of this is if Shayna is to win the veto.
Yeah, because otherwise...
And uses it on herself.
Anybody else going to use that veto, Shayna is going up and out. All right, well, we'll get to the veto in a bit.
Misha and Todrick are sitting around like a bunch of demons. And they're all like, oh, I can't believe how wonderful and smart and we are. And we flipped the house and this is great. We are just like,
I'm sick of their solitaire. And I love solitaire.
I know.
But it just grinds my gears.
I don't like the way Todrick flips his cards.
Well, anyway, I never thought I'd be talking about that in a Big Brother recap.
It's just annoying because I see it all the time.
All day and all night.
He plays solitaire the way he talks. And it just, ugh.
Yeah. That's because he's just dripping with, like, toxic energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cynthia is talking to Shayna, and Shayna is just doing everything that she can to try and explain her game plan about how this game works.
About how she's, like, gathered information from other people outside of their alliance to try and help them. But it's just not going to work because Cynthia does not understand how this game works.
Yeah. And Cynthia is a dum-dum. I'm sorry. As far as Big Brother's concerned, she's a dum-dum.
She's not very game smart.
It's not even laughable. It's just
Astonishing.
infuriating.
Yeah.
So Misha and Todrick are chatting. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, what if Shayna does win the veto? What's going to happen then?
Yeah, they're trying to figure out, are we going to, like, parlay this into working with Carson and Cynthia moving forward, or are we going to, like, target them next? So they're like, if Shayna stays, then we might have to make, like, a Final Four deal with Carson and Cynthia, just to make sure that we're going to be good moving forward.
All right.
Well, they can't really decide yet. Misha keeps pushing, hey, if Shayna does go, and then we get rid of Carson, too, we've pretty much won this thing.
I think they already won. All right, so Carson and Cynthia...
They're trying to pump each other up and make sure they're doing the right thing, which we know they're not.
We're doing the right thing, right? I think we're doing the right thing.
You're gonna feel so foolish.
Like a horse's ass when you get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia is arguing that everything that Shayna has done in this game has been for herself, and taking Carson off the block was for herself.
She had to do that because she was in our alliance. Like, she was supposed to do that.
No.
Have you watched more than 5 minutes of this show? I just can't. And Shayna has spent so much of her time. She said it in this episode. She really did spend so much time explaining the same things over and over and over again.
They didn't get it.
In Cynthia's mind, you just kind of like hang out and you have like your ride or die and that's it. But that is not
That's not how this
that's
game...
not a good
no.
way of playing this game. She doesn't realize she is safe right now because of a lot of the work that Shayna has done, reaching out to other people, getting numbers. So yes, that has allowed Cynthia to just sit around and not really game at all.
I think the next line that she said really sums up the whole situation here. They didn't lie to us to win a game. Who would do that? Why would they do that?
Do you know what game this is?
I just don't see it. And Carson's like, I think Misha is sincere. Misha is calm, and when she talks to me, she's calm. How could she be lying? Shayna is the one who's agitated because she feels like she's taking crazy pills.
Yeah. So, that's pretty wild. But,
Misha and Todrick, they want to win the next HOH and take out Carson. And boy, is he going to be surprised.
yeah,
Or will he?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I guess
That's
it's
great.
my time.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like at this point. I don't know that he's going to have this whole thing of like, oh my god, I made the wrong decision. Oops. Like,
Not until somebody tells him.
yeah.
Not until Rue tells him when he gets back to work.
It's just, it makes me so sad because I love Carson so much.
Yeah.
I hate seeing him tank his own game like this.
Well, Lamar was talking about Chloe again.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what this show needs.
Do we really need this right now when
No,
we're
we
like
don't.
in the midst of this ridiculousness?
I don't even want to address it. So, next. Thank you, next. Lamar in a fur jacket. Again.
I did
thank
like
you,
the
next.
jacket, but
If it
if it
was
was
real,
faux.
yeah.
As long as it's faux, I liked it. But it was just like a weird clip to include. I guess because he mentioned like he's having trouble sleeping, but okay.
So yeah, put on my fur jacket and smash a fly between my hands. I'm surprised he didn't lick his hands after that.
Oh my god.
So Carson and Misha. Carson asked Misha for safety for him and Cynthia next week.
And Misha's like, sure, fine, whatever, okay.
What is she going to say? No.
Well, yeah, she's like, we haven't played the veto yet. I gotta make sure I'm good here. But also, she brought up later to Todrick, like, he didn't say Final Four. You know, he just said for next week.
Yeah. So what if I don't win HOH?
What if I win the week after? Can I go after him then?
Yeah. All right. Well, it's time for the POV comp. And this was played live. And as soon as they showed the shot, I was like, hey, I don't see Shayna.
Yeah, there are 7 people left at that point, and we know 6 people playing the veto, so there's only one person sitting out, and guess who it is?
It's Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the lamest next to the Caitlyn
Oh, this
Herman
was rough, man.
puzzle.
No, this was way easier even than that.
Yeah, I'm saying this was lamer because
okay.
She had to put together a 6-piece puzzle.
That was a vertical puzzle. This flat on the ground.
And one piece was put in.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 pieces too. One piece was put in and the second piece's outline was already there. So they had to add 4 pieces to it. It's like in Celebrity Jeopardy when they're like, make any noise.
What sound does a doggy make?
What's your name?
Write down any number.
Say anything.
Oh my god.
So Todrick won the veto. And of course,
You know he's going to be talking about this for the rest of the game.
for the rest of his life, I won the most important veto in the history of Big Brother. I made the biggest move.
I will say that he made a huge move by getting Carson and Cynthia to turn on Shayna. Do not like the way he did it with the personal attacks, which they didn't. The show has been so kind to him, not showing all of his crap talking that he's been doing about people's personal lives.
And he's so smug about it, too.
Oof. Just
It's so bad.
so hard to watch.
It's cringe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, time for the veto meeting. And Todrick saves Todd Bridges.
Okay, wait. This veto speech that Todrick did he forget that there's going to be a jury voting for the winner?
It was the dickiest speech ever.
He has managed to piss off every juror so far. Every single one. So he was all like, well, like karma's a bitch or whatever.
Karma is a sweet, beautiful treat.
the person who needs the power veto the most, like, hasn't been talking to me for the last 24 hours. I'm assuming he's talking about Shayna here. And then he tried to get all cute with it and use the power veto on Todd instead of Misha.
Yeah. And which caused Julie to get so flustered because they already wrote it up on the teleprompter that it was going to be Misha being saved. And Julie was very flustered. All right, so it's time.
Carson puts up Shayna.
Right.
In Todd's place.
So now it's time to plead for your life. And Misha was equally as dicky, saying that Shayna was shady. She doubled down on that. And she was like, keep me. I won't get rid of you.
Bowie.
And then Shayna, you know what? She did the classiest thing possible.
She really did.
She shouted out her family. She thanked CBS, and she sat back down.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to say anything to those house guests either after what she's been through the last few days.
I would have tore Misha's ass in half.
Well,
if
and
it was
Todrick.
me. Yeah, but just right then, I would have just done Misha. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
So, I'm not classy, though.
Yeah. Well, it was time for the vote.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, we know Shayna was evicted by a vote of 4-0.
Is this real life, though?
At least we were treated to that crazy-ass vote from Lamar.
Lamar comes lumbering into the, into the veto, into the diary room. He's freaking chewing on his finger.
He left a few fingernails on the diary room couch.
There was, like, so much dead air. And I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that Julie let this go on.
Julie will not yell at the celebrities.
And she
Julie's
was like,
Lamar,
hello?
can you hear me?
Hello.
This is a live show.
I have to get off the air at the top of the hour. And he's like, this is hard, though.
What do you think the deal was with Lamar's hesitation there?
Just nothing. Just being Lamar.
Really? I think there was more to
planned?
it. No, I don't know that it was necessarily planned. I think he was having an internal struggle because he wants Misha and Todrick out.
Mm-hmm.
And to have Misha up on the block, but to not really be able to vote against her because she wasn't going anywhere. I think he was really struggling with that. And he did have a bit of a bond with Shayna before everything blew up. So I think he was struggling with that. But, oh my God.
It was everything.
Kind of maybe one of my favorite votes ever.
Yeah. I have to agree.
Believe the audacity, Harry Potter, and the audacity of this bitch, Todrick, with his vote.
Can I vote twice, Julie?
I'm elated to vote. The person that I've been advocating for the most out of anybody in this house, blah, 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 whatever he said, I don't freaking care. He was trying to claim that he has had Shayna's back this whole entire time. Are you joking, sir?
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Just stop.
All right.
Just stop.
So, Shayna was evicted by a vote of 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Lamar, you didn't get that vote in there. And Todrick was told that the jury would all be voting against him.
She said she's
Shayna
going to try and
door.
turn the jury against him. And I was like, whoa, yes!
I expected him to break out into Adele's Go Easy on Me.
You know he's going to be talking about this. He's going to go into overdrive, talking crap about Shayna, talking about how everybody's so mean to him. Like, what did he do wrong?
Ugh. So Julie and Shayna, they're chatting, because that's what happens.
We should also mention Shayna only hugged
right.
Lamar and Todd on the way out. And honestly, I can't blame her at this point after what she went through the last few days.
Yeah. So Shayna said it was a hopeless cause, Julie.
Yeah, Julie was like, why didn't you address everyone in your eviction speech?
Come on, Julie. Those eviction speeches there, 0% of the time sway anybody's opinion.
Pretty much.
It's BS. It's a formality.
And Shayna knows. She knew going into this that she was gone if she didn't win that veto. And she didn't even get to play.
I think with the exception of Todrick, nobody in there knows that game.
Yeah, I can't even believe.
I don't even think Misha knows.
No,
really.
I've seen her many, many times being like, wait, what happens now? How does this work? Like, what? And it's crazy because we're now several evictions into this, and a bunch of these celebrities still do not understand the basic mechanics of the game.
You could get some 5th graders in there and they would know what the hell was going on.
It just blows my mind. It hasn't been, different from week to week. It's been the same formula, but, they're still not getting the concept, which is absolutely insane. But, yeah, Shayna was talking about how she was playing like somebody would play a regular season, and these celebrities don't know what's going on, so...
No, they're all recruits.
Yeah, they're all recruits. It's true.
So Carson and Cynthia are done, according to Shayna, and I have to agree.
It's gonna be an uphill battle for either one of them to win at this point, I think.
Even just to survive next week.
Yeah.
Her mind is blown. She doesn't understand how Carson would not even listen to her trying to explain.
It's really weird. It's like a switch was flipped. Carson and Cynthia did not even want to hear what Shayna had to say, really.
Would you say it was a mental mind F?
I would say that.
That can be cool, but not in this game.
No.
So, why wouldn't Carson even hear her out? I guess he just had that prior relationship with Todrick and didn't expect him to do something so low.
I mean, what other reason can you come up with for why Cynthia and Carson would trust two people who have been targeting Carson the whole entire time over Shayna, who has been working with them, who used the veto on Carson, who saved Cynthia with a vote?
Read the room. Read the room.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
But it's been a dream come true, Julie.
Well, I'm glad she still had a good experience.
2 vetoes back to back. 2 videos back to back.
Yeah.
Power of video. All right, so...
Oof, even when they went back in the house to, eavesdrop on the house guests, I was like, just everyone shut up!
Everyone was so giddy that they got rid of the devil, evil Shayna, and... Wow, aren't we great?
I just want to pull a Gabe from The Office. Shut up about Shayna! Shut up about Shayna!
Well, you know what I got to say? This game is horseshit.
It's
done. It's done.
I try so hard not to be it's over, this sucks, and be negative about it, but
it's really over.
They're making it really hard to stay positive about it at this point. But anyway, we will have a new HOH crown tonight.
Oh, and
what?
Todrick's so excited for his fans.
Oh.
He can't wait.
Yeah, okay.
See me on tour. Never.
Well, anyway, if you guys don't want to wait until tomorrow to find out who the new HOH is, I will post it in the today's spoiler. If we find out while I'm still awake.
Will it even matter?
I mean, we were all excited when Carson won this week, and look what happened. So I am at this point keeping my expectations very low so that I won't be disappointed anymore.
Would you be happy if Misha won and took out Todrick?
Why would she do that?
Just to be...
She's not going to do that.
I'm saying...
You're dreaming, girl.
But would you be happy?
Would I be happy? Of course. But she's not going to do that.
Would you get behind her as a winner if she were to cut him next?
I would.
Okay.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
I agree. I think a lot would be forgiven. Not for Todrick. Never for Todrick. But for Misha, yeah.
Okay.
Because she's a stone cold killer.
I really don't see it happening, though.
Do you think that a lot of his evil gameplay has rubbed off on her? Because I don't feel like she was like this at the beginning of the show.
Do feel like he brings out the worst in her.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that she's a strong player.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand the two of them together.
I felt like she was a cleaner player before she hooked up with him.
He brings out the worst in her, for sure.
Yeah.
But Misha's not feeling like she needs to get rid of Todrick because she's going to kick his ass in the final two if they're both in the end.
Very true.
She's done a lot of the work here, and Todrick has pissed off every juror so far. Every single one.
I mean, they both have, but...
No, but him with the personal attacks.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Yeah.
Especially when these jurors can see the receipts because they're not sequestered. They're just going home.
Would you say they're royal jurors then?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, but
All right.
let us know your thoughts in the comments. Try to hang in there. And
I quit.
Yeah, and until next time.
I swear it, I'm going to quit. But before that,
Much love.